Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Comic Book Users. Welcome to another episode of Artist Spotlight alongside my co-host extraordinaire over here.
Welcome back to another episode of Comic Book Users. I am Wild Bill, the Unknown Comic. Yes, we're doing another Artist Spotlight to Sal Buscema.
A guy we've talked about a lot, but we've never given him his own episode, unfortunately.
We did his brother John before.
That's right,
yeah. But, Sal is the younger brother, I think.
I think he is, yeah.
Right?
But it's pretty close. They're only like a couple of years apart, right, I think.
But they both work for Marvel Comics.
Yes, that's right.
And one of the things that Sal Buscema worked on was the Defenders.
Yeah.
And primarily he did more of the inside art. As, for example, this one, he's on the inside. This is a Rich Buckler cover.
Yep.
Rich Buckler and Joe Sennett. But I'm going to show you real quick.
He had a very distinct style. At times he's a little similar to his brother, but I still think he had his own thing going on.
Nice splash page there.
Yeah.
Right.
So you got Luke Cage hanging
Doctor Strange.
Yep.
I like what's this guy's name?
Nighthawk?
No, the villain.
Oh, is that Nebulon? Yeah, Nebulon.
Nebula. Definitely cool.
Now, who inked this particular issue? Because this has a little different feel to it. It almost looks like Klaus Janson. Boom. I thought so. Klaus Janson has very distinct style.
Look at this up here.
And I'm not a big fan, to be honest.
Of Klaus?
Yeah.
He does work
Because
well.
I think Sal's artwork looks better when he's working with different inkers. Klaus, for whatever reason, there's like a kind of like a... I don't even know how to describe it. It's
this one right here.
Yeah.
Good action.
Yeah. That's a good... I mean, it's a good issue.
So, Sal Buscema had a distinct style.
Yep. Which we'll see, like in a lot of these covers coming up specifically.
Okay, showed them that one.
Yeah.
I'll put this away. Thank you. So that is a cover.
Yeah.
That's Sal. I'm not sure if Sal's on the inside on that.
So that's Sal and Granger on the cover?
Yes, Sam Granger on the cover, yes.
And one of the things I noticed before, we were talking about before we went on the air here, is that on a lot of the covers that Sal works on, a lot of his characters are squinting for whatever reason. We're going to see it on quite a few of these covers.
And he doesn't do a lot of covers. He does more stuff on the inside than...
Yeah, that's true.
Now, here's an example of a Sal Buscema cover, and I believe he does the inside also.
That's a good one. Great colors on that one, too.
I think this is him on the inside. Gonna keep us in the dark. Yeah.
Yep. And this is spectacular. So who inked this? This is John Veer Porton on the inks. Even show that just look at this. That's awesome.
He does a nice Submariner.
Yeah. I mean,
gets rid of the triangle head. It's the flat top Frankenstein head, but it works.
Now see how much different that looks than the issue you just showed before, where you got Klaus doing the inks. I mean, how different does his artwork look depending on who he's working with on the inks?
Oh, look at that. This is great with the Silver Surfer.
That is just spectacular. Look at that.
That's what you call a splash page.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Splishy splash. So Sal Buscema, that was Defenders number 2.
That's an oldie.
A goodie. You need number 1.
Yeah.
Someday. This is another Sal Buscema cover. This is Sal and Frank McLaughlin.
Yep.
And Frank McLaughlin also did inking for DC Comics.
Yeah.
But this is a great multiple character cover. I like this one.
Yep. Notice Namor and Doctor Strange squinting? Well, wait till you see the next issue Bill's going to show you. They're always squinting. It's like, what the hell's going on? Is the sun too bright?
Number 14. Another Sal Buscema cover.
Nebulon back again. See, look at the squinting. And then you got the flat top Namor, right? But otherwise, really, really good stuff there.
There's a lot going on in this cover.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
That is definitely cool.
Yeah.
All right. Now you got a Sal Buscema cover and Pete's favorite Frank Robbins on the inside. Let me show you.
No, please don't. and your favorite villain, Stiltman.
Is that right here?
Yep. He's silver for whatever reason.
Yeah. He's always different colors.
Yeah, he's blue, he's silver.
Silver, sometimes gray.
Yeah.
Now, my favorite is Sal Buscema working on the Hulk, because the Hulk is my favorite. And my all-time favorite is Herb Trimpe, but I also like Maurice Severin.
I do too, yeah.
But anyway, we've talked about Herb. But Sal was the greatest to come over and step into Herb Trimpe's shoes.
Yeah, I agree.
And he ran with the torch a little bit longer.
Yeah, he was on for a while, right?
Long time.
And then he was doing the Defenders too, so he's doing the whole constantly.
He went into the early 300s.
Yeah, so it's a long run.
And he did almost all of them. I think there's only a couple times where other artists stepped in and did the inside art, and that was like after post 280, between 280 and 300.
Yep.
Al Milgrom started coming in there, but Sal was doing mostly. This is Sal. This is not Sal on the outside. I forgot. I think this is a Cocaine cover.
I think so. Yeah.
And Sal did the Hulk on the inside. This is Sal's first Hulk. And a lot of the stuff. So this is like 1975. So let's say that now. 75 or 74?
75.
Okay. So here you have Sal Buscema and who's that? John
Glennis Wine.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, wait, Joe. Oh, hold on. Joe Staten.
That's Staten?
Yeah.
Or is that John Costanza? John Costanza.
Oh, John Costanza, letterer, Glennis Wine, colorist, and Joe Staten, embellisher.
Yeah,
So it's
okay.
Joe Staten. Yeah.
But anyway, Sal Buscema art.
Yeah.
Definitely cool. Here's a funny face.
Yeah, what's a goofy Hulk?
That is just great.
Holy cow!
I just stumbled upon that, man. It's been a while.
Goofy Hulk.
Yeah, but Sal had. I'm going to look for some good action Hulk. Oh yeah, there's got to be a splash page in here somewhere. So Sal ran from what 75 until like almost 1990, 92.
That's a long ass
With the
run.
Hulk. A good one.
Yeah.
With the Hulk slap,
Yep.
clap,
Good.
thunderclap.
Transformation sequence there too.
Oh, up above.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Sal Buscema had a great way of catching the Hulk's face. I called him one. He was the one I used to joke and say he made like Pretty Boy Floyd, Mr. Malibu weightlifter, Malibu Beach.
Well, but he gave him the
gave
girth that I think he needed, right? I think with Sal he was a little more squat and wide.
I think I'm trying to say he humanized his face a little bit more.
Yeah.
I haven't found a good Pretty Boy, but he looks like
He's got more hair.
he should be on the way he did his face. He made him look more human. Like he was more acceptable, I guess.
Yeah.
But he still had a way of capturing the rage, like in this panel.
Yeah.
Right here, look at his face. Like, say what? Turning around. So Sal Buscema, I thought was a great replacement.
Oh, that's a classic.
And then you got Bernie Wrightson. Sal Buscema.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite issues right there in this period in the
This
Hulk.
is just great.
That
But then,
and the follow up were both great with the big battle with the Man Thing and you got the,
then it was like you had Ernie Chan working with him.
Yep.
Sal Buscema. This is Ernie Chan cover, but Sal Buscema on the inside.
Yep.
You got Rich Buckler.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, this is the first Hulk I ever bought.
Uh-huh.
Actually, my mom bought for me. This is it.
Thanks, Mom.
Yes. For those of you who haven't heard this story, you're going to hear it again. This is what started. This is the first comic in my comic book collection. This and two others were the first additions to my comic collection when I was in 8th grade. I picked this up, a Thor and an Iron Man, and asked my mom if she'd buy them for me, and she did. But Rich Buckler cover, Sal Buscema art on the inside, and this is, what comic collecting is all about. This is what this show's all about. This is the holy grail for me, kind of. This is one of the...
Doesn't it suck, though, to have to tell the story that your first Hulk features none other than the Quintronic Man?
Yes! A one-hit wonder villain. Remember the Quintronic Man? No.
No.
I don't. You mean Robot?
Nobody cares.
Do you remember my wood mug? No, I don't. What about my wood t-shirt? Nope, I don't remember that either. But I do remember issue 250 when it came out.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, anniversary issue. This is part of my subscription. This one. This was Al Milgrom cover. Sal Buscema on the inside. Now here it is, issue 250. He's done them all. Sal Buscema on the inside. Then Marvel Comics was expanding, doing other things. ROM, new comic book, came out like 1980, 1979. Sal Buscema inside. This is a Frank Miller cover, but Sal Buscema was doing the art for ROM. ROM.
More ROM.
I think this is an Al Milgrom cover, I think. But to give you an idea, he also, I don't have any, but he also followed his brother.
And all I do is see one page and it totally, I mean, he's just got such an unmistakable style.
Here we go, right here.
Yep.
Look at that, how he captures the anguish.
Yeah.
The pain and anguish.
And that's something his brother did all the time, like in Conan and stuff. Like his brother, John, was always good at doing those anguish shots.
That's what I was just going to say. I don't have any issues of Conan, but he took over for his brother.
Yeah.
How he captures the dire wraiths. So he's got that touch of evil in his artwork if he wants to. He's got that flair for horror in his artwork.
Yeah.
So I thought he was a good choice for ROM.
It's a good battle issue.
Oh, here's a nice ad for you kids.
Yeah, look at that.
Woo! Yeah.
Jeez.
Yes.
Dracula, Moon Knight, Howard the Duck, Conan, and Hulk. What a team that could be, right? Never.
Yes, I want to be grabbed. That's what it says.
Grabbed how?
You suckered into a subscription, I guess.
I guess. Holy cow.
Comics do kind of grab you, right?
I guess.
I hear you. But yeah, Sal Buscema was great with ROM. This is another title I might consider rereading again.
Cool. See, thinking of holding on to those, huh?
I think so. I would like to sell them, but
you got a good amount of them, right?
I have the first 39 issues.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I have 0. And I used to have a bunch of them.
Here's another one. He did the inside.
Yep.
I thought it was a good story, ROM.
Yeah, it was. It was, considering they made it from a toy.
So he did some Conan, but those were like after. Those were like the little higher, like in the 80s or 90s.
Yeah. Just
and I stopped at like 72 with Conan. But in the 90s, Sal started doing Spider-Man.
The Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yeah, but this doesn't really look, if you notice, the chin, it's really Jay Leno, not Peter Parker, under there. I don't know. Look at the head. It's still good art, but that head just needs some work, man. It needs some tweaking. Yeah, I shouldn't talk because I'm a doodler. I got no right, but what you're going to see is there doesn't seem to be a consistency with Spider-Man. This looks a lot more like the 80s style Spider-Man that I loved and grew up with, you know?
Look at that giant signature. Holy cow, that's huge.
Well, now he's got a reputation.
Yeah, right.
He wasn't allowed to do that in the early 70s.
To make sure everybody knows who's drawing that cover, right?
Well, it's off to the side on this one.
Yeah.
Right up here.
It's still very apparent. I wish they all did that. I hate sometimes when you see these
you don't
covers
know.
You don't know who it is.
Now here we go back to the weird jaw.
Yeah.
I don't know. The eyes seem awful big, but that's a towering giant Spider-Man, so the eyes have to be bigger. But anytime I see Spider-Man with giant eyes, it just makes me cringe. Now here's the 1990s version of Spider-Man. Sal Buscema. These are all Buscema covers, by the way, and he does the art on the inside. But this is more artwork of Spider-Man from the 90s. Mm-hmm. And this book is from the 90s. So,
Vermin.
Yeah. Kind of got a fiend look to him, don't he?
A little bit, yeah. Speaking of the Vermin, he's back. That's a great
book. This is like a 4-part story arc. And that's what the 178 was, what it just showed. This is 179. But this Spider-Man, I think, is, from my examples, I'm going to show you. This is his best Spider-Man, I think.
Yeah, that's good.
That he did such a great job with that. And that's for sale. You can get that from me for $19.99. Not for sale. Here's another part of the story. This is 180. Again, with the 1990s kind of look of a Spider-Man. And then the chin's getting wide again. You notice that?
Yeah.
So he's a little off. Now we got a little bit more of a 1990 Spider-Man here. This is 181 and 182.
180.
That's 180. I went out of order.
But Spider-Man looks really good on that cover.
Yeah. And the Goblin, too.
Yeah, it's a pretty good cover.
And then it gets even better when he gets to the 200th issue. Now this is more like 1980s style in a 1990s package.
Yeah.
With the foil. See the foil cover, kids? Mm-hmm. See the hologram?
Oh, nice. Like magic.
There's some glare.
And look at his signature even has his own box.
Yes.
How cool is that?
Yeah, his signature's getting bigger and bigger as we move further on.
Cow.
But now we're up to 1993.
Yeah.
But you can see there is a little bit of a difference between them.
How many of these spectacular Spider-Mans do you have? I don't know.
This is my last one, 200.
But like, how many in total do you have?
Maybe 20. Between 20 and 30.
Okay, I never collected the spectacular Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'm going to say probably about... Yeah, but I'm going to say 20 issues.
I've heard nothing but good things about them, though.
Actually, ironically, the older issues... I like the when they first came out, the newer issues, like the first 20 or 30 issues, because I think that's how I got most of the first 30 issues. I got a big gap between like 15 and 25 or 24, so I'm missing all of those. But the storylines in those Peter Parkers are actually considered better than the Amazing Spider-Man at the time, because he started in '77 or early '76. But anyway,
the Peter Parker, yeah.
But Sal Buscema had such a distinct way with the Hulk, and what a long run. The Defenders he did great with, and I tried to find other things, but I couldn't find anything else.
That's It's a good
display of Sal Buscema.
I think so. Yeah, really good artist though. One of the greats for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Alongside his brother. Yeah.
So I'm glad we finally got around to Sal because he's one of my favorites. So anyway, that wraps up this episode of Comic Book Geezers, gang. We're coming to close it off, and as always, we thank you for being here. We thank you for your comments. We thank you for your support, your subscriptions. Please share this video with your friends. Click the notification bell. Click the like button.
All that clicking, so many clicks.
If you really want to go far-fetched, put $100 in an envelope, mail it to comicbookgeezers.com. Care of
Don't stop at 100. Keep going. More than that. Come on.
I don't want to be greedy. You don't have to do that. Just go to a casino and put it all on 21.
There you go. That's it. That's all you got to do.
Yeah. Anyway, we thank you for being here as always. We will see you next time. We have more comic books coming for you.
When are you going to start drawing some more stuff?
You know what, gang? I have been so damn busy doing nothing. Since the Christmas holidays, I really haven't, had the time. You'd have to... I've been fooling around a little bit. I really haven't been drawing, but I've been kind of going back to the drawing board. I've been kind of keeping the hands busy. This is what I've been doing, dude. I really haven't had any motivation or what to do.
Motivation?
Yeah, no motivation.
So this is like a hodgepodge, right? So it's like a
it started with a house, the big house.
With the big red chimney.
Yep. I haven't finished it. Then every house back in the old days needed an outhouse. So you got an outhouse over here. Then it brought Thornos into the picture.
Ah, Thornos.
And now down here we have this little tree sap. It's wood sap.
Wood sap. With the big green face.
Yes. Is he alien?
I don't know what he is.
But
if he's a tree, he's a pretty odd looking tree.
Kind of like a little doodle in progress.
There you go.
I didn't think it was fit for Comic Book Geezer's cover, but it's not your traditional cover.
No, it's not. So what's with the crescent moon on the outhouse? Is there a significance to that?
Yes, all outhouses had crescent moons on their windows, didn't they? They were crescent moon shaped.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I thought so.
Learn something new every day.
Well, that was an American thing, I thought. Crescent moon shaped windows in an outhouse.
I never heard that. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll believe it.
Yeah. Well, in my world, they exist. Right?
And I guess the red chimney is so Santa Claus can see it perfectly when he's making his rounds.
Back in those days, they had chimneys for fireplaces,
Yeah, the old red brick.
Yeah. Or wood stove or something to stay warm.
So a work in progress.
Yes, just a doodle, So that's it. But anyway, I'll get around to other drawings someday when I feel like it. I've just been lazy,
That's all.
But it comes down to...
feel inspired.
That's it.
You do when you're inspired.
What are you going to do? I don't know. It's like when something hits me, So then I'll think of something.
All right.
Anyway.
Cool.
As always, thanks for being here.
Yes.
I got to go. See
you later, guys. Bye.